RougeChain is a decentralized trading and betting platform where there is no edge against you, no limits, no scams, and no censorship. And it is based on the Roach index, which is a binary on-chain index with an up and down betting. And if you use the Roach token, you don't get charged any fee. How does the price work? How does the Roach price index is determined, or how does it works? Well, it just the price, it is not set by buyers or sellers, it's set by random numbers. For example, it runs on the Roach index, for example, starts at 50,000, and each update is a random number generated by random.org with a minus or plus 500 point range. That price and its serial are recorded on the blockchain in an immutable transaction that also settles bets. If it reaches zero, it resets to 50,000. There's no house controlling anything. Everything is tangible, verifiable, and auditable by anyone. This makes manipulation impossible under any scenario. So the market is not manipulated. I call it the synthetic Roach index because it is not a market that you can trade on anywhere else. It is just on the RougeChain, and it cannot be manipulated. So it is basically a pretty good market to trade or bet. We will see examples in the coming minutes. So why RougeChain? The key advantages is that you don't need any permission to do anything here. It is completely free. You don't need to upload your documents. There's no personal data required, no KYC. It cannot be censored. The speed of the payments are really fast. The speed of the transactions are also really fast. The fees are really small. It is developed on the Arbitrum chain, so the fees are really small. It is auditable because anyone can check it. The results of the trades or bets can be checked on live, like you place your trade or bet and the result of it comes immediately and everyone can check it, for example. So there's no hidden information, there is no scams, there is no rug pulls here. Everything is just free. It is open and it's really transparent. Also, you can make profits as an investor, for example, using the bankroll or an NFT that gets passive income of every bet or every trade that makes on the Roach platform. So everything is in your wallet, your phones, your keys, your rules. You don't need to use a third-party platform. You don't need to upload your personal documents. You don't need withdrawal permission from a third party that allows you to withdraw. Here everything is basically transparent, verifiable, non-censorship, and no one can prohibit you to make a trade or a bet. You can trade in a really high stake or really low stake. You can start from 10 cents to up to 50,000 or more. It depends on the algorithm. We will see all these examples next. How do I earn? So you can make profits by betting or trading directly on the Roach index. You can get some Roach tokens by affiliate rewards. You can make passive income as a bankroller, basically staking your Roach tokens on the platform and get a daily or weekly or monthly payment by basically being on the house money. You don't have to bet directly. You can make you can just make passive income by staking on the Roach platform, and make a profit every month. For example, this the risk is really small. The risk is smaller than basically making direct bets, as in this case. Over time, you won't lose money. We will explain more in detail in the next presentations or in the next examples. Revenue share generating NFTs. The system pays a certain amount of Roach tokens by simply holding the NFTs over time. And here you can participate in the tournament of Roach, and with zero risk, because this is a promotion that will end on the launch date around September 15, 2025. And you can make, by participating in the tournament and reaching the top places, like first place, second place, third place, and you can the system pays you a profit or a reward for staying in the top places. We will quickly see the comparison with another trading or betting platforms. For example, in the Roach Trader, the funds, Roach Trader do not own the tokens. It is on the network, so you have your funds. For example, you don't deposit. You don't need to trust any third party. In another platform like Stake, Rollbit, or Betfury, the funds are safe on a third party or the platform itself, so the risk is higher. You must deposit your own funds, for example. Roach Trader, you don't need KYC. On other platforms, you need to upload your documents to be possible to trade in that platform. Otherwise, it is not. On most platforms, you need to upload your personal data. Can it be censored? No, you cannot be censored. You cannot be prohibited to trade or bet on the Roach Trader platform. On the other platforms, yes, you can be censored. You can be banned. You can be prohibited on other platforms. The fees are really low on the Roach Trader, and on Rollbit, Stake, and other platforms could be high, or it can have hidden fees, for example. Public blockchain, yes, everything is public. It's transparent on the 100% on chain on Roach Trader, and on the other platforms it could be partial or closed. The market can be manipulated on Roach Trader. No, it's impossible to manipulate the market. And on, well, we all know that all markets can be manipulated. All markets, like traditional forex market, gold market, stock market, crypto market, all of those markets can be manipulated, because some actors who have more buying power or selling power can manipulate the market in a certain way, or they can use political influence or financial influence to move the market in a certain direction or in a certain way, or there can be a manipulation by algorithms, and on RougeChain that cannot be possible. That is not possible on RougeChain. Anonymous betting, yes, and no one knows exactly who are you unless you say it publicly or publicly. So no one knows who are you. You can just bet using your private address, for example. I mean, like, private is a word like if you say to everyone, here's my address, everyone will know who are you. But if you don't tell anyone, well, no one will know who are you as a trader or investor or a bettor. You cannot be known. You cannot be identified as an individual if you don't share your personal information. Obviously, on other places, you are not anonymously using the platform, because you have to upload your personal information, your personal documents. So owners of those platforms know exactly who you are and can prohibit you or ban you if they don't know, if they don't if you're making money or whatever reason, they can ban you or prohibit you or block you from using their services. On RougeChain, no one can prohibit you to use the service. Instant withdrawal, yes, you can withdraw your funds anytime you want, any day of the week, and on other platforms you have to wait sometimes days, hours, or minutes, depending what are their withdrawal policy. But it is not instant and can be prohibited, of course. Index token control, no, it cannot be controlled in RougeChain. It is impartial algorithm, and on other platforms it is centralized and controlled. Passive income, yes, you can have a passive income as using the bankroll, having NFTs, or having affiliates. On other platforms, it could be partial or limited. Utility of NFTs, yes, of course, you can make consistent profits over time just by holding NFTs. And other platforms, it is normally the NFTs do not have an utility, or NFTs do not make you a consistent profit over time. Community and open source is transparent, as everyone can verify on the blockchain everything that is going on the platform. And other platform is closed and you don't have any control, and it is private. You don't know what is going on the system. So how does it work? The Roach Index? Well, the Roach Index, that is the heart of the Roach trader. It starts at a price of 80,000 and is constantly updated using random numbers, verified by random.org, which move the price up or down by 500 points. This is you can verify the results on the platform. So what happens if you win? You receive a stake of you receive your stake or the money you put at risk plus your winnings, which is 100%. And if you lose, well, the bankroll keeps your stake. You lose the stake. And if the price equals or matches your entry price, your stake is returned. If the index reaches 0, all pending bets are settled at that value and the price is reset to 50,000. This cycle repeats indefinitely, fully transparent and free for human manipulation. No one can move the market on any direction. It is algorithm. Okay, so here we are on the RougeChain platform .io. We go to the document section, and here you can read everything about RougeChain in more depth that we treated here in this video. Roach bots, Roach bankroll, Roach token, RougeChain, Roach high rollers NFTs. You can read everything here about Roach trader. This video was just informative. We cover some details, but not everything. Just the basics, just to get you to know the platform, that is possible to make profits here, that you can make consistent profits over time by using some of the tools that we will now go and revise. For example, here is the platform. We will start from 0. So we just go RougeChain.io. We enter the page. We will see. So we will explain every section. For example, we're watching here the Roach Index. Here is the panel. We can now, for example, bet if the price goes up or down. For example, the amount. What is the minimum amount? The minimum amount is 100 Roach tokens, which equals to 10 USD cents. The maximum amount, well, it depends on the bankroll, which will limit the bet size. For example, we will go to check that right now. For example, we will see the bankroll. uh, this maximum bet size, which we will see here, it says the maximum bet size, as we can see, is 54 million Roach tokens, which equals to $54,000. So that is the equal amount, and that is the maximum bet you can make in any moment. And the minimum size is the 100 Roach tokens, or 10 cents. You don't have to make the calculations. You can input the number, the input number you want. For example, 1000 Roach tokens equals $1, and you just place up or down depending on your strategy. Of what strategy you use. You can develop your own strategy. Okay, so then we have the Roach bots. Here are some bots that you can buy or sell in the Roach platform. These bots are designed for betting higher or lower amounts depending on their code. But this is the Roach bots. You can buy or sell it. Here, for example, we will go. These are, for example, the leaderboard of the Roach bot's performance. For example, this bot, Outlaw bot, it made in, for example, 1 hour 24% of profit, and the last 24 hours 376% of profits, which is really nice. If you don't want to be every day betting on the platform, you can just buy the bots, and any bot you like, and just hold the bot or sell the bot in any moment you want. For example, we have the bots versus house performance. The bots are making in 1 hour, for example, 1% profits against the house money. In the last 24 hours, it has a profit of 0.30. This profit 7 days and 30-day profits. This is the bet volume in 1 hour, 24 hours, 7 days, and 30 days, which is nice to see. Here we will explain the house liquidity token. The price of the liquidity pool token, as I have explained before, is the staking. When you stake your Roach tokens, you get house LP token, which then you can sell or buy at the market, and you get a profit from doing that. We will see that example in the next moment. Then this is the profit. As I told you before, you can make a profit by just holding the NFTs of Roach. Currently, this performance, this data, it is constantly changing. So, for example, we have if you buy today a NFT, you have a 129% yearly profit, or a yearly performance. So, for example, how you do it? Well, you have to buy a NFT here. So we are in the NFT pages. Here you can watch the real-time revenue sharing NFTs. The current price of an NFT, this varies over time, is 0.32 ETH, which equals 100, which equals this amount on USD. And there is a limit of 10,000 NFTs minted. This is the limit of all the NFTs that will be created. The number is 2030. This is the 2,325 NFTs that have been minted at the moment. And once you mint your NFT using your ETH, once you do that, you can start making profits by earning Roach. For example, at the moment, these numbers will vary over time. It says $3.75 or 97.1% yearly profits by holding an NFT. This percentage can change higher or lower depending on the time. This is the all NFTs 24-hour earnings in Roach tokens, which is 8 million Roach that has been paid to the current NFTs holders. And once you mint an NFT, you will get any of these NFTs, you will get different percentages of profits, because each NFT has different characteristics. You don't choose which NFT you will get. It is a random NFT that you will get while when you mint one of these. So for example, this has different kinds of rarity. So for example, this NFT has a rarity of 25%, other has 25, other ones has a rarity of 7%. So you're really lucky if you get Sophia Spark, for example. You can get Cleon Cancer. This is another rare NFT. 3.5% is the rarity. If the rarity is lower, it means that the rewards are bigger. For example, this has a rarity of 3.5%, really rare NFT, and you get a higher profit. You get $6.42 at the moment, but this is the profit of this NFT, for example. The most rare is this one, Penelope Fatal, that has a rarity of only 0.5%. So the profit is higher. It's $8 per NFT. So that is some examples of the NFTs that you can mint. You get profits by holding this on your wallet. Here are the automatic payments that are sent in Ethereum, for example. Now we're going to go in depth at how to use the RougeChain services. For example, we will start from zero. We will go to connect wallet. We will make a new wallet. We just go to connect. We click allow depending on your browser you use, and we will choose which wallet. I recommend that you use MetaMask. We will just connect it. I already have a wallet and I have been using Roach Index, for example. We will go to use Chrome. Well, this is Brave browser. What will happen? So for example, we already make a MetaMask wallet. We just, again, once you make your once you have a MetaMask wallet, or you're ready to use it, save your 12 words, which are private to you. Do not share your MetaMask with anyone. It is private. It is your password for your own wallet. So do not share it, because anyone who has your recovery 12 words can access to your funds. So do not share it with anyone. So for example, we connect MetaWallet here. Once we log in on MetaMask, we go to connect. I choose MetaMask again, and just like that, we have connected our wallet. You will see your wallet at zero because obviously it's a new wallet. You don't have tokens, and the only way to get tokens at this time of August 15, 2025 is to be an old holder of Digitex. So Digitex may send you your Roach airdrop tokens. Other way, which we will explain it, is by playing the tournaments, and you can participate free until the September 15 date, which that date we will the tournaments could stop, and no, you won't be longer available to just buy more Roach. You won't be it won't be possible to win Roach freely. You will have to buy it on the open market. We'll explain the tournaments next. So we sign in the wallet, and we will go to the index wallet. We will go to the index. We go index, and here we can see the price of the Roach index, which we explain it is determined algorithmically and randomly. It is not. It cannot be manipulated. So what we can see here is the panel. We can go to active bets. Here we can see all the bets that are going on right now at the moment, up or down. We can watch the profit and loss of the players who are participating at the moment. My bets, I don't have any bet open at the moment. We will open some bets later to explain how it works. Here we can see the closed bets. In this panel we can watch at the moment the bet ID, the player, the direction they choose, up or down, the bet amount or wager, the result of their trade, it's a won or a loss, the payout, depending on the size, the entry price, the exit price, at what price the token was, the bet was placed, and the price at which the bet settled at the end of the bet. Leaderboard, we can see the volume of all the Roach players on the platform. We can see our traders, we can see all the bets, the wins, the percentage of their wins, the volume. We can see the profits. The top leaderboard has made $1 million profits, 800,000, and so on. We can just watch the top players of the platform. Okay, verify results. Here we can see live the results of the bets that have been placed on a consistent basis. We can watch it live. For example, this bet, that the serial number of this bet, we can verify the result on the blockchain. So we go to the site, we click verify as a human, and here you can see the payout, the authenticity, well, the information of the bet. We can watch the authenticity check of the bet. All the information, you can watch it live. Okay, we go back to the Roach index. We are back here, so we're going to place a couple bets to see how it works. Here we can watch that. We can watch the price index in different time frames. On the 1 minute time frame, we can watch it on the 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, and that's the limit. We can watch the index price, the historic index price. We're currently on a downtrend. Now we're going just to zoom out and place a couple of bets. We're going to the 5 minutes. For example, I'm going to just place a couple of bets. For example, 100 Roach. Here we can see the updates. It is the time or the updates that it will take to your bet to take place. You can choose one update. You can choose up to 60 updates. You can also choose between updates, minutes or hours. For example, you can choose minutes from 1 minute up to 60 minutes. That is the bet of your trade. That is the duration of your trade. You can the duration can last up to 60 minutes. We will go to hours, for example. At this moment, you can only place the limit is 1 hour for your bet to be the duration of your trade. It could last up to 1 hour. So we will use updates, and we will start making some examples. This is live money. This is my my wallet of Roach. I have been playing, for example, the tournaments, and I will share a couple of the results. Okay, we will share something. Okay, so we will at the end we will explain how to get Roach tokens on the tournaments and so on. So for example, we'll start using the Roach index. I think, well, the price, I think it can go higher. I will place a bet. For example, I will choose one update. I click up, and it says transaction request. On my MetaMask, I just click confirm, and my trade goes on, I just won it. It just show it was a really fast trade. It lasted around 1 second because it is one update. It is really fast. I normally use 10 to 20 updates. Sometimes I go up to 60, but one update is the most faster, or is the most the most faster way of playing on Roach. You can use 5 updates. You will choose again higher. The system will automatically place the bet, and it's a profit again. And the bet duration again around 5 seconds, something like that. It is not exactly like a second. It is more or less one update equals 1 second, and five updates can last up to 5 seconds. Sometimes it could be 7 seconds, 4 seconds. It is not exact. You can choose whatever you will feel more comfortable. You can choose minutes if you don't want to be that. If you want more precision, 1 minute or 5 minutes. You can choose. I normally use updates. Normally, I feel it's just better, but that's just personal. You can use whatever you want. You will choose a longer duration trade, 20 updates. So in this case, I think the market could go down. For example, I will choose down again 100 Roach, and the bet should take place. Here is my bet. It is updated, and here we can see live what is going on. I'm currently down. The price continue to go higher, so I will lose this bet. I will lose this trade. I will lose 10 cents, for example. And yes, it's a loss. This is a lost trade. It says lost, for example. You can go to close bets, and you can choose my bets to see your trading history, for example. And this will appear in this area. You will watch your trades. These are, for example, some of the trades I have made in the past. You will see, for example, I make 20 USD profits, 20 cents by betting on my own strategy. So you can watch your profits or loss on the past. We will continue to make a couple more trades. Sometimes this can happen that it's a problem of the MetaMask wallet. You just click F5 to update the site, and it works perfectly again. So we will go and choose $1 bet, for example, 1000 Roach equals 1 USD. And we will choose, for example, once again, I will choose 10 updates, and I will just simply go higher. I will wait for confirmation. We will see what will happen, and I'm just in the trade right now. It has we will use the loop so we can watch what is going on easily. I will open another long trade or up trade. Here is my trade open. Here you can see this is a little number. This is the counter. Red color means your trade is in a loss, and green is that your trade is on a profit. So one update remaining, and the trade was a win. We will place another one. We will go lower, but I will wait a little bit. Here we go. Another trade. I just send it. We will wait to the bet to appear. And here is down. And one update left, and it was a winning trade again. So it is a really nice game, if you want to call it like that, to play. No? So, we will update the page again, F5. We will go, for example, and go down. Well, this is a more higher update. If you want to cancel your trade, well, you just click cancel, so you don't have to place a trade if you are not sure. I will choose again $1, 1000 Roach, and just go down again. I click confirm, and here we go to my bets. Okay, so we will choose another. It was a loss. We'll choose a higher time frame so we can clearly see again what is going on. We'll choose 1000 Roach. Let me check 60 updates. And here we go. Here is the trade, I place it. Oh, direction down, the $1 bet entry price. Profit, the settlement, the trade or the bet will settle in, we can see live 47, 46, 45 updates left. And when these updates get to 0, the bet will be settled, and we will see which is the result. The price from our entry, here is currently 3,000 numbers or ticks above our entry price. So we'll probably win this trade. We will probably win this trade. 20 updates left. So in this, as you can see, it's a really useful tool in the crypto world. It's a really nice way to make some profits. And you can develop your own strategy to make profits and to survive drawdowns, because the chances are 50-50. It is we just won the trade. We just make a profit. We will go to close bets, and we will go to my bets. So we won $2 here. Well, yeah, all the profits that we just made, and everything is just verifiable on the blockchain. So what will happen next? Okay, so as you can see, it's a really nice way to make some profits on the crypto platform. Now we will go and try a tournament, because we will be in a tournament that is my favorite. I was playing this tournament take place in every hour. Okay, so we are back. We will go to the tournament section on the top. Here we can see the registering the tournaments that players are going through. For example, here we go on the free roll number 6,740. Here we can see clearly the tournament numbers, all the profits, well, all the information of every tournament, and the rewards of every tournament. Every hour takes place my favorite tournament because the rewards are bigger. We will register on this tournament. It will start in 4 minutes. Here you can see the counter. For example, here, start time, it will start in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The places paid, or the rewards, it is the top 10 players in this tournament. In other tournaments, only there are 3 winners. Other tournaments has 5 winners or 4 winners, depending on the tournament. And you can watch all the information. You can see all the information on the dashboard. So we will click register now to enter this tournament. Here we can see live how many players this tournament has, or it has 6 players out of 100. We will go and click register now. We will click again. Well, we will here we can see in the new, this is a new page. We now see that we have 7 players. Now the buy-in is free. The tournament ID, this is the tournament ID. The balance 100,000. Minimum bet 1,250. The bet update, the minimum bet amount updates every 50 updates. Price pool of the 100,000 Roach is the prices, the maximum paid prices in the top 10 players. So the places paid are 1 to 10 place. If we have 100 players, only the top 10 players will get a reward. So as we can see, the prices here is the first place 30,000 Roach, and the 10th place is only 1,000 Roach as a reward to getting to the top. The game, the tournaments are new, so we don't have a lot of players. As Roach gets more customers or more players, obviously the challenge will be higher to get on the top 10 on the Roach platform, on the Roach tournaments. So we will click now register to enter to the tournament. Register now, and we have a message that says registration successful, and it says you have successfully registered to the tournament. Okay, so the tournament will start in 1 minute and 8 seconds. Here it is. We have now 15 players registered at this time. The tournament will start in 50 seconds. So what will happen if I click again register? It will say on a message that says registration failed, because you can only be playing or participating in one tournament at the time. So we will click on got it. All the tournaments last around 50 updates, which this equals around 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes is the average duration of every tournament. So here we are. The tournament has started, and we can see we have the information of the tournament, 16 players, and the balance of every player, of the top 6 players, are updated in instant time. We will go here, we can see that it says minimum bet amount 1050, and the most bet timer. If the timer goes to 0 here, then you won't win. You get eliminated instantly. So we will have to make a bet right now. I have 20 updates left. If it reaches to 0, we will be eliminated. We don't want to do that, so we have to make a bet. We have to place a trade. I will choose the minimum amount, and I will choose up, for example. As we can see, it says active bets again, and my trade, let's see, it has 12 updates left, 10 updates left, and we will see if this trade will be profitable or not. If it is not profitable, my current balance will be down, obviously, and if it is on a profit, which is the case, the bet just expired, and my balance went to 100,250. So I have a profit. So what's next? Well, we continue to be on the tournament. I will choose again. You can choose between 1 and 60 updates. As I think the market is cheap, so I will choose again up on the 30 updates. So as you can see in the real time, as always, the system is automatically updating the bets. The bet in this case, you can place different bets. You can use your whole balance in one single bet if you want to. I use it, but only on the in some extreme cases. But normally I can build the account. In this case, it could be a loss. Let's wait 5 more updates. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's another win. So my balance is 3,075 of profit. My balance made a profit, so my balance went higher, and I have 8 updates left to place a bet. If not, I will be disqualified. I will choose the minimum bet, which is down again, We will see what will happen, and we could see that one player already lost their balance, so we only are 15 players out of 16. You can watch it live, and we'll have 17 updates left to see what will happen. And you can see the index moving live in different time frames. It could be a loss, we will see. We have 7 updates left. We can zoom out, and in this case it will be a loss. Yes, it's a loss. It's a loss, so my balance went down, and I have to, well, now I am back below my 100,000. That was my original balance of the tournament. So we have 10 updates left. We have a bet to make a bet. This timer, when it goes down, the minimum amount doubles. So for example, it says minimum amount 10,000 as a minimum amount, chip balance. So in 17 updates, it will increase to 20,000. This why this happens? Because the goal of the tournament is that only the top players will get the reward. So if you make wrong bets, for example, this last bet was a loss, so my balance went down. So the reason why the minimum bet doubles, it was 10,000, now it's 20,000 chips, is because the players must bet. If not, they get disqualified until the last player stands. So I have 9 updates left, and I was wrong. The last bet, it was a profit. So I will go and click. So up, for example, I was wrong because I was not watching my active bets. So I didn't saw that it was a profitable trade. So 17 seconds left. Well, 17 updates left. And in 14 updates, it will increase the amount to 40,000 chips. So yes, if your balance is below the minimum amount, well, you will lose once this timer of must bet goes to 0. So okay, that was a profitable trade. My balance increased and the minimum amount doubled. So minimum amount is 40,000 in this case. We will zoom out, and we only have 10 players left. We're probably going to win a reward. We have 4 seconds left. I'm going down. I want to place a down bet in this case, and we will see what will happen. We have 24 updates left. It seems it will be a profitable trade. 6 updates left. And once this finishes, we will see what will happen. Another player just got disqualified, and it was a profitable trade. Now we have my balance went up. Here is my balance, and now we have 9 players left, and the minimum bet, it just increased to 80,000. So we will see what will happen. I will choose 80,000, and I will choose up again. We will see what will happen. If this will be a loss or a profit, we don't know. Not looking good at the moment, but we will see what will happen. And we will have 40 seconds. Well, the bet will expire in 17 updates. If I lose, I can still open one more trade because my balance is around 80,000. And the minimum balance is the minimum bet amount is 80,000. So we will choose. We could use. We will have another opportunity if we lose this trade. And oof. Okay, it was really close. We lost that. We have another chance, and we will choose 10 updates down right now. We will see what will happen. We click active bets, and we have 5 updates. We will see if I lose this bet. Okay, it seems I will lose this. I will lose it. Okay, so yes, it was a loss. Okay, so what will happen? My balance obviously went down, and in this case, I will lose the tournament because my amount is 8,000, way below the 160,000, which is the minimum bet amount. And there are the now here we can see that there are only 7 players left. And when the timer of must bet 20 updates, when this timer hits 0, I will be disqualified because my balance is no longer enough to make another trade or bet. We have 10 updates left, and we will see if a player gets disqualified first. We are just only 6 players left, 5 players left, and we will be disqualified in 4 updates, 3 updates, 2, 1, and there you go. I just got disqualified because, well, I finished in the 5th place, and it says that I won 7,000 Roach. So because I finished on the 5th place, we can choose play again for if we want to participate in another tournament. We will go to the complete, well, we can now watch in progress, for example, and we can see there's only 2 players left in the tournament that we were playing. We will watch in progress, view live play, to watch the leaderboard. It's just 1 player left, and it says 1 player left, and the tournament just finished. The winner, we will watch again. We will go to the complete window dashboard, and here we can watch the results. So there were 16 players out of 100. First play won 30,000 Roach, and this is the winner, won 30,000 Roach, 22,000 Roach. Here is my win. I won 7,000 Roach. So I can click there to verify the transaction, and here is the transaction. We can verify it live. So every time you win, if you want to check if you didn't saw what was the result because you didn't pay attention, well, you can just go to the complete dashboard section and you can check it out live. In my 5th place, I managed to get to the 5th place. I won this Roach, and that's my address, and it is verifiable publicly. This account, okay, now you can continue to be playing more tournaments. It says players, and on the next tournament that starts in 3 minutes. This is for example, in this case, only the top 4 players will make a reward, will gain a reward. That is why I normally play on the 1 hour tournaments. You can be really grinding your account higher and making more profits over time. So for example, that is we have 5 players over 25. And we will check other tournaments. If I click register now, I cannot register in the next tournament. So it is only 1 tournament at a time. For example, in 3 minutes, the next tournament will open, the next registration. In 7 minutes, the next tournament will be open, and so on. You can be registering on the tournament you wish to participate. You can participate in the tournament you wish, in the tournament you want to play in. So, for example, you can be participating in every tournament. Every new tournament starts every 5 minutes, so you can be playing every 5 minutes in a new tournament. For example, I normally, for time reasons, I only play, or most of the times I could play every 30 minutes. We have this type of tournament, which the rewards is higher. 20 USD is the first place. You can play the rewards is up to the first 5 players. The top 5 players gets paid. Now, what will happen on the? I normally play every hour because, as we can see here, it says first place 30 USD, or well, 30 USD or 30,000 Roach. So in this case, we will play in the next. For example, that tournament that starts in 40 minutes. I can decide to play or not in that tournament. So we just managed to check the tournament section, so you can make your balance, you can make your profits, you can make your Roach tokens. You can watch also in live in this in progress dashboard which tournament is currently or tournaments are currently or is still currently taking place, which is this one. And then we will go to the next section that is about how you withdraw your profits, how you send tokens, and so on. So we will go to the main page of Roach, which is RougeChain.io. We log in. Once we're here, we go to the top right corner, which you will see the Roach logo. You will see your balance, and we will click there, and we will be sent to the new page, which is this one. For example, this account, I started with 0 Roach, and we will watch on RougeChain to watch all the transactions. For example, it says 626 transactions, and we can see the transactions of, for example, the bets I have made on the Roach index that we just watched it minutes ago. Minutes ago that we were betting 1,000 Roach every time. So, for example, this is the transactions. We will go to the internal transactions, and here we can watch live that these profits are made in the tournaments. For example, we go to tournaments, and we can see that my Roach, I can go all the profits I have made, all the rewards or profits. But in this case, in this section that it's internal transactions, you will see your rewards of the tournaments. So we will go filter and to the last page, for example, and we can see that that was 3 weeks ago. I started this account at 0 Roach. My balance was 0, and I just started to grow in this account, grinding every day. As you can see, the rewards are different because I participated in a lot of tournaments to reach the top places and to make profits. Using my own strategy, you can design your own strategy. So these are the live the profits I have made 3 weeks ago. Well, profits or rewards, as you can call it as you wish. It's 3 weeks ago. The page 9, 3 weeks ago. 6,000, and that is the rewards of the Roach. This cannot be manipulated. This cannot be modified. This is the rewards. 3 weeks ago, and this is all the history. You can go up to the first page, and this is a proof that if you grind every day and if you register in the tournaments, if you go to Roach, the tournament, and if you register and play every day consistently, if you manage to stay in the top places, you can make a reward, and then you can withdraw or hold your Roach. So okay, that's about the tournaments. So we will go back again to the balance. Okay, this balance I started with 0 Roach tokens. Okay, so I started with 0 Roach tokens, and these tokens, most of these profits with 2 million Roach was made via the rewards, via playing and grinding every day on the Roach index, and the tournaments. Really, most of the profits were of like 90% or 95% of this balance was made trading actively on the tournaments and participating consistently and constantly on the tokens. Right now, I'm focusing only on the. I can be playing all the tournaments, but right now, because of time reasons, I only focus on the 1 hour tournaments. Okay, so we have this balance. I made it most of it via the tournaments. So what can I do right now with this balance? Okay, here we can buy, for example, liquidity pool Roach, which means the value is 5.85 Roach. That is the value of the liquidity pool Roach token. So for example, I can click on stats, buy or sell. We will analyze this in a moment. So I will click on buy to have a to buy this liquidity pool Roach, so I can stake it, for example, in the platform. So and the most precise term it would be buying the token and just accumulating Roach profits over time. Because this price of the liquidity pool, it will vary over time. It can go down, it can go up. So we will buy some or sell some, depending if we want to make a profit or if you want to sell it at a loss. You can do it also, but most of the times you will be making a profit. And I say most of the time, like in the time frame, in the monthly time frame, for example, or the weekly time frame, because in intraday you will make a profit or a loss. It will vary over time. So we will go, for example, click on buy. And I can, for example, it says Roach bankroll, my bankroll, but it's 0 USD because I don't have any liquidity pool. I don't have any liquidity pool Roach token. So we will buy something. We will buy some of it. We will click on deposit, and here, for example, you can see the available amount that I can deposit on the Roach bankroll or the Roach liquidity pool, which is the same. We will choose, for example, how much liquidity I can deposit. I can deposit 10 USD. Here is the bankroll address. I can choose to stake, for example, 100,000 Roach, 1 million Roach. All your balance if you want. We will only make a test, for example, for 10,000 Roach or 10 USD. We will click continue, and we will see that we will have it says how much the confirmation of the order. It says 10,000 Roach equals to 10 USD to Roach bankroll, the address of the Roach. We will click deposit liquidity, and it will open a confirmation window on MetaMask, and it says all the information that we will can read later, or you can check it out, and we will click on confirm. And there you go, the system is loading, and I have just sent 10,000 to the Roach liquidity pool. Okay, so we deposit 50,000 Roach to the network, and as we can see, we received 50,000. Well, I deposit 50,000 Roach, which means which equals in this moment, because this price changes over time, 8,000. Around 8,000 liquidity pool Roach pool tokens. Okay, these tokens, this liquidity pool, we can sell it later on for a profit or a loss. This is a transaction hash. We just click on close. So we can see right now, this is the bankroll, my bankroll balance. So it is 50,000 Roach, which at this moment it is oscillating. Every time it will be oscillating because this is this liquidity, this 50,000 Roach is are deposited to the house wallet, which means that if players lose a bet, the house will make a profit and the Roach liquidity pool will increase in value. As the house makes profit, the liquidity pool Roach will increase in value, and obviously my Roach amount will increase. Because now I can, for example, if I want to sell it now, my 8,000 liquidity pool Roach, I will get 4 Roach token of profits, because seconds ago I just deposited the 50,000 Roach as a deposit to the house bankroll. So if I want to sell now, for example, we will do it. I will sell 8,000 liquidity pool Roach and get back my 50,000 original Roach tokens plus the profit of 11 Roach, which is nice, no? For example, we will do it now just to show it. We click on withdrawal and we choose the amount of Roach I can withdraw, which is 50,000, or is the amount available to withdrawal. This could be a profit or a loss. I will choose almost all the amounts. For example, I will just, if I want to do it now, I will choose 50,000 Roach, and I will only leave on the house 5 Roach, for example, really small amount, because we are just only testing. We click continue, withdraw liquidity. We click confirm, and we withdrew the 50,000 Roach. So my balance right now is the net profit. For example, if you want to just have a little bit on the house, we left 5 Roach in the house, which is in the house money, for example, the house bank pool or bankroll. We just we now have only almost one liquidity pool Roach, or the equivalent of 5.56 Roach, which is the net profit, for example, in this really fast trade that we made in a couple of seconds. I normally just leave it, like I deposit the liquidity and I just leave it, and in 1 month I sell it, or if you don't want to sell never, you can choose that. No, if you never want to sell it, or you can sell it in a couple of years, for example. So now my total bankroll balance is, well, not my total, is the house, but total bankroll is 57 billion Roach. So equals to all this liquidity pool Roach, and that is the total bankroll balance. So this will change over time. So what will happen now? My balance, well, is the same as you saw early. When I deposit the 50,000 Roach, it went to the house bankroll. Obviously that 50,000 were discounted of my original net wallet, or my original balance, which is 2 million Roach, which is the balance. It deducted from that, and well, now it went to the house bankroll, and we just made a trade. It was really easy to do it, really easy. You get used to do this if you want to do it. So this was more in-depth video of how to use Roach, how the Roach token works, like how to make money, how to make a profit, and how to use the tournaments, how to use the bankroll. We will try now to make a bot. For example, we'll try to use a bot. For example, glitch ride. We will buy this, and you can see, as you can see, we were redirected to another page. This is the dashboard of the Roach bots, buy or sell. As you can see, there is no spread. That is also another advantage to another platforms, that also the bots do not have a spread. The bid and ask is the same. So you are also saving fees, and without with don't having to pay the 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 spread every time you make a trade. You have to pay the spread in all platforms, in all brokers. In this case, we don't have a spread. Well, Roche does not have a spread. So let's decide I want to buy, for example, you can place the order value of the trade. For example, I want to buy only 10,000, again, 10,000 Roche, 10 USD, which equals to this amount on the rider bot. I will buy this, click confirm, and as you can see, my balance obviously went down of Roche, because now I have this amount of Roche, and I have now my glitch rider bot. Obviously, this bot will make trades, will participate in the market, and then we can sell it to make a profit or a loss. You can place a limit order or a stop loss order, which is really, really useful. And we can see here my trade history, which says how much rider I bought. I bought this amount, how much I paid, etc. Now let's see, for example, if this is the settle bets of the bot that's making it on it's making on real time. Now, for example, if I want to sell it, like for example, I say, well, I want to sell it right now. I don't want to be, for example, let's say that that in 1 hour I want to sell it, or in a couple of minutes, because I don't want to be on this trade anymore. Well, I just simply choose how much I want to sell of my rider tokens, for example, or my rider Roche, for example, rider Roche bot, for example, if you want to call it like that. I want to sell, let's say, the half of what we have on early. We choose amount, we click sell rider, and there you go, confirm, and let's go. We just sold the thing is that I place a limit order, a stop loss order, which is not what I wanted. I wanted to sell it at a market price so I can get my Roche fast. So I click cancel, confirm, which is really useful again, really fast, as you can see. Market order, and now we will sell it immediately. Half of my glitch rider bot, I will sell it. Sell rider at a market order. We click confirm, and there you go. I just sold half of my rider. Now my balance increase of Roche, and that was easy as that. Really, really easy. Now, as we can see here on the top, it says my balance 750 rider, and let's see. And now look, my remaining balance of rider just made a profit, a really nice profit of 5%. If I want to sell it and, for example, claim this small profit, well, I can sell it again. I'm just selling this in partials to just show that it works really fast and really is easy to use. No spreads, no commission, no hidden fees, no bullshit. So we will sell 200 rider. Again, sell, and my balance of rider decreased. And my Roche balance increased. So now I have only 500 rider left. We will sell another 100 rider. Confirm again. Again, my rider balance decreased. My Roche balance increased. So, as you can see, things are looking good, really easy to use. I can, for example, if I want to go all in, for example, it's just an example, I can just buy rider and go all in and buy this bot. And if you want to do that, well, you can do it, but obviously the risk is different for any bot. You can design your own strategy and see what you can make a profit of that. But I was just using an examples. And as you can see in this part of the dashboard, we can watch the trade history. Sold rider, how much rider I just received, and so on. It's really easy. Also, you can place a stop loss in the quantity and the price, which at that price it will execute, and you will market sell that glitch rider bot to get your Roach back if you want to manage risk, for example. So as easy as that, we can just buy and sell any bot you want to make a profit, for example. We have all of these bots, as I just explained. So let's go again to the bankroll. As we have explained in depth all the different features you can use in the Roach services. And we will watch, for example, the performance on the weekly bankroll. We will be sent to this dashboard where we can see all the Roach liquidity pool performance of the last 30 days, 7 days, 24 hours, and 1 hour. That's why I was telling you early that we can just hold this liquidity pool Roach token to just make profits over time. It says in this area we have 3% profit in the last 30 days if you just hold the liquidity pool Roach token on the last 30 days. You may have a 3% profit. In the 7 days you have a loss of 0.6%, 24 hours a loss of 0.1%, 1 hour a small win of 0.1%. So in this case, you can just be holding the liquidity pool Roach token months or even years or weeks. As we saw early on, we show a lot of examples to how to sell it, avoid it. It's really easy, really fast, and everything is again in your wallet. There's no intermediaries. There's no one that can stop you from doing all this. So in the last 30 days, you make 3%. For example, what will happen if the 7 days you have a loss of 0.6%, which is really small in the crypto world, a really small loss, 0.6%. What will you do? Well, you can sell it at a loss, of course, if you need to recover your funds, for example, or you can hold it. Or what would I do? Well, 0.6 is really small for me. I wouldn't do anything. I would hold it. But if you want, you can buy more liquidity pool Roach, and you can average in your price. So if the price obviously goes higher again, you can average it and make a profit faster than just hold it through this loss, for example. Obviously, if the price goes down, you lose more, but if you hold it enough time, it's almost guaranteed you will make a profit. And the risk is really small because making 3% in the last 30 days is really good in this kind of market conditions that we have in the crypto world. So now we will be explaining the last thing of Roach that is an advantage. Roach has a lot of advantages that we just talk about in the whole video against all other market coins, all other exchanges, all other type of trading or gambling or betting, as you want to call it. It has a lot of advantages that the Roach is superior to a lot of other competition. For example, other competitors, it has a lot of advantages that we just explained in the whole video. But this is one of the most of the advantage that I really like, and I will just explain it clearly and in a really clear way. We will use trading view at this example, and we will explain why Roach is really a nice environment to invest in, to just hold. Again, this is not an advice of any type. We will just go to Binance to watch Bitcoin, for example. Let me check. Yes, we have Binance here. We will be very clear. What we can see obviously is a Bitcoin price, no? In the 4-hour chart. We will go to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so what is the advantage of Roach, for example, to be trading on Bitcoin, for example, or any market? That, for example, Bitcoin has been changing through the years. So as we can see, this is the 4-hour chart, no? This is the price action. As you can see, there's a lot of noise in between A lot of noise, sudden dumps, and then we just go higher, and then we will just dump again. So you can be obviously use your own trading strategy. You can do it as you want. You can just say, yeah, I'm a profitable trader, and I'm used to trade Bitcoin or any market that you want. Okay, but the thing is, the market conditions of Bitcoin changes over time, and also of the most tokens. As you can see, this is a more wild, volatile market, but a lot of noise in between. A lot of manipulation also. That's why I was talking about that in the last in this video, in the beginning of the video. Why? Simply we just watch. We test support several times, and we just break through it, and we just reclaim it. So all this area of people who were buying Bitcoin or having long orders or whatever and have their stop loss in this zone, they all got liquidated or ate a loss because Bitcoin obviously hit their stop loss target and just went higher. So that is obviously a classic manipulation to see on the market. So for any person that that obviously is not an active trader and just wants to make a passive income, that is why Roche is superior, because you just hold it. I am not saying obviously that Roche is superior to Bitcoin, obviously not, because it is Bitcoin is different as a Roche, but I am talking in the aspect of making a profit. I'm not talking on the technology. I'm talking about the fundamental reason in the monetary side, if you want to call it like that, or the performance side in the profit aspects of the market. So that is why just you can get, for example, in the Roche index, for example, you won't get there's no way of being manipulated. The price cannot be manipulated as the Bitcoin price, for example, that we just saw in the clear and easy example how the price is manipulated. Another clear and easy example to see once again, and I'm just doing this is the price action of this week. I'm not doing any extreme case. We can see again. That was 1 week ago. Well, a couple days ago, the price went higher. So people who were shorting this zone got stopped out or ate a loss. And people who were buying at the breakout, just continuation higher, also ate a loss because the price immediately came back in the next candles. So as you can see, another classic example of manipulation is really clear to watch it live. I just use this example. We can use any market you want. We can use SPX 500, for example. Okay, this is the actual price. This is kind of bearish, but well, okay, we will talk about manipulation. What happened? Okay, easy to see. Again, some traders could argue that it's not manipulation, that blah blah blah, that it's just the market. Okay, but we have saw it countless times that they just manipulate the market. No? For example, or another example, someone who just who bought, and again the all-time high, the breakout, it is expecting the price continue higher. Okay, that is valid point. What happens in the market? Obviously, now it breaks through the highs and it just went down, and now it's going to go down. Well, the market who is people who are longing at this breakout, and the stop loss is now at break even or here. If the market just simply looks this, they will take them out. They will lose money. And what happens if it just continues higher? It is also possible, and it's another thing that it is very clear that the market could happen. I am not saying will happen. It could happen. What in a perfect market condition, obviously, if the market is breaking higher, okay, we test it. We don't go below this support line or support area, and we just continue higher. It's a perfect market condition, but I will probably say that we're probably going to do this, and going lower or maybe higher, but that's not the point of this video. The point is the manipulation that takes place in the markets constantly. And SPX 500 is a really big market. We can talk about gold market, which is another big market, and we will see that it's also manipulated. A lot of noise and manipulation. Just for example, this zone again. What happens? People who were long in this area. Well, these zones, for example, got stopped out. For example, if they're just using classic stop loss, strategies got manipulated and got taken out. They went higher and the market just reversed, and all this stop loss area got haunted. The people lose money and just continue higher. And also the people who were long in the retest or also lost money if they used a classic stop loss strategy. Why? Because again, we were trading like this in in the months, in the old months, in the past. What happens? Market went down, break through it, went really high. What would you expect? This market to turn to resistance, a support. So people who were long in the breakout and now place their stop loss here and didn't close the trade in the profit. The market came down and retested the zone. And what happened? They got stopped out once again, and the market continued higher. So this is easy. It's so obvious to see the manipulation tactics all over and in different markets or in different time frames and all of that. Another market, we will go to more extreme conditions. We will use, for example, Uniswap, which is an altcoin. No, let's see crude oil. Let's see crude oil, another big market, crude oil, which is a really, really big market. And this is really wild, manipulated market. What happened here? Well, we went higher with the news about war, and normally this pushes the price of oil higher. But what happened here? Here, people who were buying the breakout of this zone got trapped and went, and if they didn't close the position, ate a big loss, or they got stopped out, whatever. The point is the manipulation. What happens in a perfect market is we go high, we break the structure, and we just continue higher. What happened this day is that the market got a positive news about war and they manipulated lower. But we will see another drastic, that it was the most recent action. There was a war going on, or we will see bellic conflict, so the YouTube video does not get blocked. Crude oil goes higher, and in this zone it gets manipulated lower. Why? Because we test the highs, we were unable to break these prices, and it rejected lower. But this weekend, because it happens on a Sunday, if this move happened on a Sunday, I was watching it live. It was a news related to the bellic conflict, and the market pushed higher, but the market then dropped because there was another news that it was about that bellic conflict, that it was a resolution or a peace or some kind of solution between the nations, and that was the price now dumped lower. So anyone who bought, for example, this high, or bought the news that it was that this bellic conflict will escalate or would escalate, got trapped and manipulated, and the price reversed and went lower. So this type of manipulations over and over again happens on the market. All this cannot happen on Roche. It is an independent market of all of that, and it is really, really good. And for example, what happens if a trader just is a breakout trader or is a momentum trader? So his main strategy is based on momentum or the market going in a direction consistently. So for example, we're ranging, and the trader, this is a weekly chart, for example, or daily chart, and the trader, he starts just buying this breakout and continue higher. What happens? Ideally, we just do this, and the trader makes a lot of money. But what happens if we just do this, break highs, break lows, and we just continue to be chopping around with no direction? The trader, if he's strictly using his rules, he will probably lose money because he's buying highs and selling lows and just getting chopped around. What happens if these conditions last for weeks, days, or months, or maybe years? The trader probably will have a very difficult time to make a profit. This does not happen in the RougeChain index because the index is always volatile. It's always moving more or less in a constant direction. It's different than the than any other market that will be chopped around, and it could be really hard to make a profit if the market just changes every time. Now, for example, if we have this market which is all over the place, what will you do? What will you do? What trading strategy will you use? It's really difficult. I personally use different strategies in different time frames because the market is always changing. But a less experienced trader, or a newer trader, or a trader that just sticks to one strategy that is completely possible and valid, he probably will be losing money, chasing highs or chasing lows, and just continually lose money. So if you're not a really advanced trader, or a profitable trader, or a really experienced trader with years and years of experience, that even in that cases the market it's hard to trade. If you're not that kind of person or trader, you can just trade and just be more make a profit with more chances to make a profit at the end. That is why Roach trading is really good to do on the long run. We will do finally Ethereum. Well, at the actual prices, this is all-time highs. What happens if Ethereum does not hit and breaks to all-time highs? If we just do this, and we get rejected, all the people that are buying here or longing will lose a lot of money. So, if this scenario is possible, I am not saying it will happen, but it is just possible, for example. Or ideally, and I would expect to do it, but it is not a certainty. Probably do something like this, retest, and just go higher. I honestly think this is the most possible scenario, but everything can happen. Everything can happen. So that's the reality of the market. So in RougeChain, you don't have to deal with all that, without all certainty. Always is 50-50 chances you win. You have no edges against you. You can, if you decide you don't want to bet, you don't want to be in the screens all the day, all the time, it's possible to just simply sit on the bankroll and just make a profit over time. Or be on an NFT and make a profit over time by the revenue sharing model. You get a profit of every trade or bet that is made on the platform. Also on the affiliate links, you make a profit by holding your NFTs. Simple as that. You don't have to make big decisions. You don't have to make risk a lot. You don't have to over leverage. There is no leverage here. It's no way you get liquidated, for example, or get stopped out and then the market continues higher or lower. No way to have. No way it happens here because it's a synthetic index based on maths, based on chances. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you can consider holding Roach. As you can see, it has several advantages against other types of markets, other types of strategies, other types of tokens, even tokens. Sadly, if we go to CoinMarketCap, actually we are, and if we go to cryptos, it's really not sad because it's an open market, but it is really difficult that we have 19 million cryptocurrencies or tokens that exist on the market, which means it makes it really hard to stand out. Most of these tokens have no utility. Like I'm going to make a wild guess, but I will bet a big bet, like easily 95% or more, or maybe 99% or 95, or between 95 and 99% of all these tokens have no utility. Are just memes, are just trash. That's the harsh reality, that anyone can make a crypto without having any knowledge or without really having deep understanding of how the market works. So anyone can make a profit or can make a coin without no utility. Also, most of these coins could be a scam, could be just a pump and dump, could be a meme that has no utility, and it just wants the founder of that token wants to make a quick profit and abandons completely the project. Here in Roach, that's not the case. That is why it's different from all the markets. Of all the 90 million, that is why Roche is different, and all the reasons we discussed earlier before. So that was it. That was it for this video. I hope you enjoy it, and we will be watching the updates on the Roche token in the future.